defense will be put to the test. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Jags, next on EA Sports.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. We thank you for joining us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It is week 2 of the preseason. Greg, as the coaches get ready for this one, you never know a preseason game was what we were preparing for. There was a focus and intensity after getting on the field for the first time as a unit in week 1.
You're exactly right, Mike. We had an opportunity to meet with these coaches, and from the way they talked, you would have thought this was week 10 of the regular season. And I think really what it boils down to, this is another great opportunity to have your players play in live, full contact, full competitive against another opponent. You don't get a lot of those opportunities nowadays in practice, and both these coaches want to take advantage of this opportunity here today.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this week 2 of the 3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these starters. We see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, there's the guys looking to fight for roles. And there's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster.
2nd and 7. Now here's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Still 1st down.
Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He's got it! And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Detroit. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Makes the score Lions 7, Jaguars nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jags offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Off the RPO, it's caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Hey, easy. Route.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this.
Lisa 24.
On 2nd down, here's ETN. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Brian Branch in on the tackle. 3rd and 5.
Rip 23. Hot.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
The Lions offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. The drive will start on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones. A gain of
So
18.
from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Lions.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
Jaguars nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Red on red. Unlock line. Unlock line.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
Lawrence. He connects with St. Brown. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. Lawrence now. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. That pass to the sideline, nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that 1st down. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's caught. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. The Lions called their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. First and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Detroit.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Hey, go.
Here's Lawrence. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A good spot here, second and a yard.
Here we go, set.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll stay on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He'll look middle, and he's He's got his man complete.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 38 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Carson Steele. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Into space at the 45. And they will finally run him down.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. It takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. Third and a yard. He'll get this out wide. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
It came up a little bit short there on third down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in four-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They send the tight end in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
A loss of 6. It's now 3rd and 13.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Oh, a loose football. The Jaguars have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a
Previous play
replay.
is under review.
We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's taken down up past the 35.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try to get this one on the ground. So a win for the visitors, the Lions, as they move to 2-0 in this preseason, getting that 2nd win here in Week 2. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everyone.